Hi everyone, my name is Zoe and I'm going to read tarot to see what needs to come from the unconscious to the conscious mind. What messages do we need to hear from the divine today? All right, let's see. Whoa. Gee, I only just started shuffling. They must want to come out. Oh, okay. We've got 3 cards here. We've got, first card was King of Cups. We've got the 4 of Swords and also the Moon. All right, King of Cups, especially with the 4 of Swords. I'm definitely picking up on, time for, there's been time for healing, time for a rest. It's like I see in limbo at the moment, like, you see how he's lying there and he's praying. He's not sleeping, but he's also not awake. It's like he is tapping into his unconscious mind. And this also does really connect with the moon as well. I'm feeling as though there is this is like the meditation card, I'm feeling as though there is a pause moment or a contemplation where you are going deep and understanding what has been underneath in terms of your fears, your patterns of behavior. What are some of the unconscious actions and things that we do every day that we don't realize connect to our emotional selves? And speaking about emotional self, this is the King of Cups. He's the master of his emotions. And here I see him even, this is similar to this gentleman here closing his eyes. He's closing his eyes as well. It's like I'm seeing you closing your eyes and visualizing and picturing either your past and really going back into that and facing, what needed to come from the unconscious there. What was in the dark that needed to come to light? Especially with this moon card. I see 2 sides, or there's 2 worlds or something like that you are living in. There is so here we've got the domestic dog and the wild wolf or fox, or so I'm seeing 2 sides. And one side is that side of, okay, I'm going to do as I say, I'm going to fit in, just trying to get through the day. And and it's like, I'm just doing this because I have to. It's the environment that I live in, I suppose. And it's the pattern that you've always followed, and it's like sometimes that's hard to break free from. And the other side, obviously, is is a completely different side to you, where you're wondering, oh, is this really me? I'm actually more like wild and free, and I love nature, and I'm connected to the universe. I'm connected to the stars and the moon and the sun. And it's like trying to break free from that domestic side, And what you've been doing is taking the time to think about that, to heal from that, to really close your eyes and understand your emotions, your feelings. It's like you're facing them, like really, really facing them. Like not just going, oh, I'm sad, but in the moment going, yeah, I am sad. But why is that? Where is this coming from? And it's like you're diving deeper into the unconscious to try and understand a lot more about yourself and your patterns of belief. And you're starting to question them. You're starting to go, okay, what is really me and what isn't? What can I leave behind? You're becoming more self-aware. And because you're becoming more self-aware, you're noticing more around you, more synchronicities, more opportunities, and even things are happening that are, I guess, sort of extraordinary, I would say. The moon is about secrets and spirituality. And I feel like there are things that might be happening to you that have never happened to you before. It's really hard to explain, but it might be like, an example could be you're thinking about something or somebody, and all of a sudden that person calls you and you're like, whoa, I was just thinking about you. That's weird. But then it happens again with somebody else, and it's continually happening. And it's like, whoa, am I connected somehow? It's like you're feeling connected. More connected than you ever have before. And that's because you've been quiet for a bit. You've been listening to yourself. Rather than go, let's try and fill the time, like now it's not like that at all. I'm picking up a lot of people have really taken time to pause and to reflect, Oh, yes. The Four of Cups. And this is interesting because I'm going to pull another card, but I'm picking up yes, this is what it is. What you see in this cup is, it's like, you're like, I no longer want that anymore. And I'm pouring it out. But what I'm picking up with this card is that what you've got to remember is that everything you go through whether it's something that comes into your life that you don't want, comes in for a reason. So instead of pouring it out and going, I don't want that, and just resisting it and not wanting to, not wanting to really take notice of it, this is a reminder that there is a higher perspective. See, there's 3 cups here that he's not looking at. It's like he's only concentrating on the things that he doesn't want. You've got to really make sure that in order for you to bring in happiness or, understanding your emotions, is the ability to be able to be okay with things that you may not like or that you feel uncomfortable with. And it's like being able to recognize when you are feeling down or sad or upset, that's okay. It's just a reminder that there are things around you that can help you. These might be friends you can call on. It might be some music you want to listen to. It's just making sure that you're not in that energy for too long. Because we all get that. We can sometimes, look, even here, same with the King of Cups. We can feel those emotions deeply and don't know what to do with them. So it's just a reminder to look around, to understand that you're not alone and you can call on people to help or to talk to, just to work through what's going on. All right, I think we might actually this time, I've got this really cool deck. It's the Alice in Wonderland deck, and I'm going to pull a card from that. Okay, how cool is this? Oh, Alice in Wonderland. Oh my God, it was like my favorite Disney movie when I was growing up. I can open it. Just pause for a sec. Okay, got it open. All right, so let's see what Alice in Wonderland card, oh, that was easy, comes out. All right. This is interesting. It's number 20, which is keep your temper. Don't allow anger to rule you. Interesting. This reading is a lot about your emotions, so there is times when, we may get bored or angry or upset because of certain things that happen in our external environment. So let's see what this card has to say. Keep your temper. When Alice is confronted by so much strangeness, so much that is unlike what she is used to, and even her own self is changing this way and that, she finds herself running very short of patience. Indeed, she starts to become angry. When we are thrown this way and that by life, uncertain of what will happen next, there is no straight answer to our questions. Our tempers can begin to fray around the edges. We may become irritable, short, and less patient than we would when all familiar and comfortable. The caterpillar's advice to Alice is very good counsel indeed. For Alice to make her way through Wonderland, and for any of us to make our way through our life, we must be wary of our temper taking over our good sense. It's natural that Alice is feeling out of sorts. She is contending with the uncertainty of her size and the loss of the sense of herself as she relied upon all her young life. Oh my God, this is very interesting. Very relevant. She needs help, but to get help, she must be patient with the caterpillar's slowness, the Cheshire cat's nonsense, and the rabbit that doesn't see her for who she is, and even more curiousness. If Alice reacts and grows angry at the creatures within Wonderland, she may never make her way through the other side. This is not to say that anger is wrong or unnatural, but when we are seeking the help of others, it is best not to get angry if they do things a little differently. Acknowledge your irritation quietly to yourself. Do not deny your response, but know that it is important to continue to find ways to communicate with those about you. Growing angry with them would not serve no purpose at all, except to make you more lost and isolated than ever. Interesting. I think that's so relevant because we were talking about emotions and becoming the master of our emotions. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to be the domestic dog? Or will you let yourself run free? I think it's important to have balance in the life that we call, in the journey that we call life. All right. Hope you enjoyed the reading. It was a little bit longer than usual. But thanks so much, and I hope you have a lovely night. Bye.